banner. Let's get into our first topic and let's talk about this shocking news that I came across this morning when news broke that Michelle Trachtenberg, who most people know from like Harriet the Spy, that's where I first met her. Well, not met her, but that's where I first knew her from because I remember when I was a kid, I saw Harriet the Spy. And then, her most iconic role, which was playing Dawn, Buffy's sister, that was actually the key that Glory was trying to get a hold of in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She apparently died at the age of 39. So the Harry the Spy star's death is reportedly not being investigated as suspicious. Her cause of death was not immediately known. Well, I actually know what her I found out some information that I'm going to tell y'all that what her cause of death may have been, but I know they're going to do the autopsy and other stuff, but I got some tea. But so stand back and stand by. Yes, I rejudged that word from you know who. So now, Page Six has reached out to the LA coroner's office, and a rep for comment did not immediately hear back. Now, Trachtenberg, who was also known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, sparked concerns about her health last year when she posted photos of with a drastically different appearance. The beloved TV star defended her looks, however, telling her haters, "Explain to me how I look sick." She added at the time, "Did you lose a calendar and not realize I'm not 14? I'm 38. How sad for you to leave such a comment." However, several fans had pointed out they were not trying to criticize her appearance, but were more so concerned because her hair was thinner and her eyeballs had a yellow tint. So what people, I guess, need to understand is, and this is why y'all need to be real careful when y'all be out here criticizing people's appearance, because let's take it back a couple of years. Let's take it back to Chadwick Boseman. Remember when Chadwick Boseman was looking relatively thin, and when he showed up at I forget what movie premiere was. I don't think it was Black Panther. Or it might have been. I'm not sure. But remember when y'all started seeing pictures of Chadwick Boseman? He was looking real thin, and y'all was out here talking about he a crackhead and saying all kinds of disrespectful stuff. Come to find out he had cancer, and y'all was all out here eating your words. Even that man-looking bitch, He-Man Woman Haters Club, Larius, that was over there making that comment and telling me, "I had to apologize." Well, bitch, you shouldn't have been. You should have stayed out of grown people business, like a lot of y'all, and watch what you said. So people was out here trying to say she had plastic surgery, she was unhealthy, until the point where Michelle had to tell y'all so to check yourselves. She said, "Check yourself, haters." So what the thing is, well, let's get into some of the other stuff that she did. Look, Michelle been around since the age of 3. That's how long she's been acting. Her first series was Nickelodeon's The Adventures of Pete and Pete from 91 to 96. Now, I do remember that show. Her first big break came when she starred in Harriet the Spy in 1996. She also went on to have roles in Euro Trip, Ice Princess, Black Christmas, and 17 again. I actually like, well, Black Christmas, I did like a different take that they took on that movie. But yeah, and then after that, there were some celebrities that took to social media to share their condolences, such as David Boreanaz went and put in his Instagram stories, "So very sad, horrible news, RIP, and prayers to her and her family." So I do have that photo. So yeah, put it up, 1985 to 2025. She would have been 40 this year. But then we have Ed Westwick, who was on Gossip Girl, posted, "So sad to hear the passing of Michelle Trachtenberg, sending prayers." So there's that one from Ed Westwick. Then we got one from James Marsders, who played Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But he said, "My heart is heavy today." The Buffy Vampire Slayer wrote on Instagram saying that, "We have lost a beautiful soul. Michelle was fiercely independent or intelligent, howlingly funny, and a very talented person. She died much too young and leaves behind scores of people who knew and loved her." James continued, "My heart goes out to her family, who are good people and are suffering the greatest loss anyone could bear. I hope everyone can give them space to heal in this most difficult time. Godspeed, Michelle. You are missed." Another celebrity that paid their condolences, Kim Cattrall, who went on to say the following. She was like, "Rest in peace, sweet Michelle." Then we had Kenan Thompson, who went on to say the following, saying that our first Nick movie star has departed us. She was my friend and now she rests. Check on your people. And then we have from Rosie O'Donnell, Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell been around, Chad. So then she was like, and because they were in Harry the Spy together, she basically told Us Weekly, heartbreaking. I loved her very much. She struggled the last few years. I wish I could have helped. Well, I don't know if she's implying when she said she struggled the last few years. I wish I could have helped. Where was she implying that there was some drug use or drug abuse or things of that nature that was going on? So I don't necessarily know if she had substance abuse issues or whatever the case is, but based off of the information I got, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, but I just want to get through the condolences. So Emma Caulfield, who played Anya on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, said, "I'm so sorry your bright light died so young. Our Buffy family lost a little sister today. Rest in peace, lovely Mish Mish. You were loved." And this got a lot of people thinking, like, damn, we just lost her, and they talking about a Buffy reboot. And then they're trying to get others together. We haven't heard from Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I feel like with Sarah, it's going to take her a while to come and say what she got to say. So we might not get something until like late today or possibly tomorrow when we'll hear about what she had to say on that. Because it takes some people who are the closest with certain people to marinate, let things hit them, and then find the right words. It's the same thing when we get to the story about Jesus Guerrero, the hairstylist, celebrity hairstylist, how long it took for Kylie Jenner to come and put out her condolences because she wanted to deal with it privately before she went public. So now her ex-boyfriend, Sean Ashmore, who played Iceman in X-Men and X2 and all the other Bryan Singer X-Men films, said the following because they dated from 2004 to 2006. He said, "Incredibly sad to hear about Michelle's passing. She was an incredible person, and I will always remember the years that we spent together fondly. She was loving, quirky, and would never pass up a Law and Order SVU marathon." Well, damn, she sounds like my cup of tea because I live for Law and Order SVU marathons. And they also went and said, "My condolences to her mother Laura and her sister Irene. This is an incredible loss." So, according to TMZ, they're stating that, and this is law enforcement sources basically told them, they said that Michelle's body may have rejected the liver transplant she received within the last year, causing complications. They were also told that her body was discovered by her mother. So that explains why her eyes were yellow and her hair was falling out. She apparently had an issue with her liver. She went for a liver transplant. The liver that she was given, apparently her body rejected the liver, and that's probably why she was looking the way she was looking, hence why she passed away. So now it's got me wondering, Rosie O'Donnell, well, girl, you somebody you was trying to help her for the past couple of years. So what type of stuff do you know that you keeping to yourself that you kind of let slip in that little post that you posted in regards to her death? So it's got me wondering, it was like, was she going through substance abuse situations and it was so bad that she needed a liver transplant, or was it something else? So it's got me wondering in regards to that, because I would have just left it at, okay, she had a liver transplant. It might have been some illness that she was dealing with privately as a child that got bad as she got older and that sort of thing. So it's kind of made me wonder that. But now that Rosie O'Donnell kind of let something slip within her post, alluding to substance abuse, that's kind of got me wondering that. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Unfortunately, condolences to the Trachtenberg family. We lost a good one. I love Michelle Trachtenberg. Like I was a fan of a lot of her work, and growing up watching her on a lot of TV and movies and things of that nature. Yeah, this was a one that kind of hurt, and I would have loved to have seen her be a part of the Buffy reboot, but it looks like that's not happening. So let me know, guys, what you think of this story in the comments down below.